Hey guys, this video will be all about electric file and the nail bits. I will be explaining in detail as much as I can, so go on and grab your notebooks, get your phone ready for screenshotting, get your drinks, your coffee, your tea, and let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is the shank. It's the industry standard shank size for electric file is 1 32 inch. The craft electric file is 1 1/8 inch. You can use a foot pedal with your electric file, but when you press on the foot pedal, the speed goes up and down, the RPMs, so you don't always get a consistent filing. So it's recommended to use one without, but it's your choice. You also want to clean your electric file from dust and debris with one of those sprays that you use for your keyboards, or just dusting it off. Torque is the power in the machine or its ability to keep turning when applying pressure during filing. So if your electric file does not have a good torque, it will slow down and stop filing. The RPM are the revolutions per minute, the number of times the bit turns in a complete circle in 1 minute. Most nail technicians use a range of 5,000 to 20,000 RPMs. You always want to stick to 15 to 20 or else it will be too slow and heat up. Ring of fire is caused by holding the flat tip bit at the wrong angle and allowing the edge of the bit to dig into the surface of the nail. So what this means is that layers of your nail are being filed down as you see on the picture. If this is going on, the nail tech is not properly using the electric file. Heat. How does heat happen? It happens by improper filing techniques, not the bit. Applying too much pressure during filing, incorrect speed, leaving the bit in the same place for too long while filing, using sander sleeves as well. Grabbing. When the bit grabs the skin around the nail while filing. This means it's done by improper speed and improper pressure, and it also is done by not properly posing your hand and letting the E-file run into the skin. There are different types of bit grits. These are some of them. There is 2X fine, which is used on the natural nail, extra fine used on the natural nail, fine you can use on the natural nail and artificial nail, medium used on the natural nail and artificial nail, coarse, artificial nail only, extra coarse, artificial nail only, 2 times coarse, artificial nail only. There is also 3 times coarse and 3 times fine. The types of bit that there are carbide, silver and gold bits, diamond bits, ceramic bits, large and small barrel bits, natural nail bits, sanding bands and mandrels bits, tapered barrel bits, safety bits, maintenance and backfill bits, pedicure bits, under the nail cleaner bits, cone bits, and many more. Carbide bits are made out of metal with flute-like cuts that shave the enhancement instead of scratching it. Never use on the natural nail. They are a great tool for advanced users and ideal for removing acrylics. The carbide bits can be disinfected and also sanitized. Diamond bits are commonly made of synthetic or natural diamond particles. They are strong and long-lasting. They vary significantly in quality and price. Low quality equals low price, which equals uneven filing. High quality equals high price and even filing. Fine and medium can be used on the natural nail, and they can be sanitized and sterilized. Ceramic bits are long-lasting ceramic bits, also flute-like cuts, which help the bit to shape off the product. The ceramic bits are intended to reduce heat. Fine and medium can be used on the natural nail, and they can be sanitized and sterilized. Large and small barrel bits, they're great for doing surface work on the nail. You can also use the barrel bits for backfill cutting, shortening, and shaping of the nail, making a smile line. Fine and medium can be gently used on the natural nail and can be sanitized as well as sterilized. Sanding bands and mandrel. The mandrel bits is commonly made of metal or rubber. You slip the mandrel top over the sanding bag. Sanding bands cannot be sanitized or disinfected. Sanding bands are one-use only paper bits, so you have to change the sanding bands after every client. The sanding bands are commonly used for natural nail, surface work, removing gels, and pedicures. You can only use fine and medium on the natural nail very gently on a slow speed, or you will cause heat. Tapered barrel. Tapered barrel bits are a flat top and cone shape to it. It is shorter than the cone bits, and it is great for surface work. Infill preparation, cuticle, and sidewall preparation. Only use fine and medium on the natural nail. Can be sanitized and disinfected. Safety bits. These are cuticle safety bits and designed for safe cuticle work. They are rounded at the top and come in great variety of shapes. With these bits, you can easily get to the cuticle and sidewall without damaging the nail or the client's skin. Great for infill cuticle work. Only use fine and medium on natural nail. They can be sanitized and they can be disinfected. Maintenance and backfill bits. These are great for replacing the white tip powder on the French manicure to correct and redo the smile line. There are two sizes, small 1/4 inch, which is the size of the barrel, and the medium 1/2 inch size of the barrel bit. The 2-week bit is the small one, and the 4-week bit is the medium. Do not use on natural nail, and it can also be sanitized and disinfected. Pedicure bits. This cone-shaped bit is commonly made of synthetic diamond particles, only to be used on foot callus. This bit main purpose is to remove dry callus easily, can be disinfected, and can be sanitized. Under nail cleaner, UNC. The shape of the UNC bit is pointed and small. The point size changes from manufacturer to manufacturer. This particular shape helps the bit to get in tight spaces. The UNC bit is commonly used not only for under the nail cleaning, but also sidewall. Some nail techs also use this bit for making design holes in the nail. Can be sanitized and disinfected. How to clean and disinfect your bits. Wash with soap and water. Use a brush to brush off any dust or dead skin. You want to rinse this off, and then you immerse in hospital grade disinfectant like Barbicide. Let it soak for 10 minutes or follow manufacturer's directions. Remove with gloves or tongs, pat dry and store, or it's ready to use. This is my electric file machine. I got this from premiernailsource.com. It was on sale for $99. It probably still is. I will have the link down below. So this is the output. This is where the plug for the handle goes in, and then you have the power button and the speed button, as well as your on and off switch, and then you do have your fast forward or reverse. So for those of you that do your own nails, you can do forward for your left and reverse for your right, depending on if you're right or left-handed. And you can also control the speed, and it stays where you set it. As you can tell, there's a certain spot where I always have it. I never change it. I don't put it in the middle, and I don't go up to max. I keep it at the same speed. There's no need for you to be filing that hard on a nail. So the speed for mine is 25,000 RPMs, which is the normal regular RPMs for any nail tech. I highly recommend sticking to 20 to 25. Anything lower will slow down or heat up your machine. This is the handle, and it came in with a nice clear holder, and with time it does tend to get a little bit gray, yellow. It's fine. You can always spray paint it or get a different color one. This is the cord that goes into the output, and you literally just connect it in. It slides right in. There should never be a problem. And then the handle is very lightweight, so it's very easy to hold for long periods of times without it hurting your hands. Now mine did get a little damage with acetone, but I've had mine for over 4+ years, and it still works wonderful. That is the switch so that it opens up the shank and the nail bits goes inside. This is my large nail bit holder I got from Amazon. It is a very bright pink holder, and it does hold up to 48 nail bits depending on the width of the nail bits as well. It has a clear case to protect it from dust and particles. It is really nice. I really do like it. I use it a lot. I think it's worth it. It was only $2 to $3, I think, on AliExpress, but it does take over 2 months to get. So I am not patient, and I got it from Amazon for, I think it was $8 or $9. These are my cuticle bits and my under the nail cleaner bits. These are one of my cuticle bits. I got these from TotalUSA.com. It is a bit that I use when I do a fill because it is shorter, so it's easier for me to get into the cuticle area without damaging the nail. And you simply just go around one direction. You don't really rock back and forth because, like I said, you don't want to damage the natural nail, but it cleans off the cuticle area really nicely. These are amazing. These are one of my favorites. These are from ericasata.com. These are 3 in all in one cuticle bits. These are great for cleaning up the cuticle area, cleaning up and prepping the nail plate. So you can use these on the natural nail. There's no need for you to buff or file the top of the nail while using this. This does everything. This is what I use when I do a fresh set or do a no chip manicure. These are, one of them is my under the nail cleaner, the white one, and the pink one is just a cuticle bit. I got the pink one, the cuticle bit, from Y.E.D Couture. This is really great for also cleaning the cuticle area. I don't use this anymore because I do use the Erica nail bit. It just does everything for me at once. This one's really nice, but I find it's a little bit more harsh on the natural nail, so you can't dig rings of fire, so you just gotta be careful. This is the under the nail cleaner. I did get this from AliExpress. The quality is decent, it's not the greatest, so this is for any time acrylic gets stuck underneath, or the person's natural nail grows out and they want to clean it off, or whenever you want to do any designs or holes in the nail. These cuticles are another one of my favorites. It's the Droplet and the Diamond Moon cuticle bit. So if you're afraid to use cuticle nippers to nip any dry skin, use these instead and they work amazing. So the first one is the Diamond cuticle bit. This is from Y.E.D Couture. Just use it on the skin. You do not need to use this on the natural nail. It will scratch the natural nail and it can end up damaging it, but this cleans off any hangnails or anything sticking out that's skin wise. This one is the Droplet bit. This is one of my favorites. This is honestly the only one I use because it is like a raindrop, so it is rounder in the bottom but skinnier as it goes down, so you can get as close as possible to the nail without touching the nail plate, and it cleans off amazing. Now we're gonna get into mandrel and sanding bands. This is the basic mandrel holder. This is the one that holds all the sanding bands. It's very basic. The only thing with these is they're a pain in the butt to get off. The sanding bands, you have to literally grab a scissors or nippers and try to yank it off. These I bought from eBay. These are supposed to be ones that you push on the side and the sanding bag pops off. It does not work. So I don't recommend you getting the ones from eBay. It was honestly not worth it because it works just the same as the first one. Now the sanding bags I did get from eBay. You can't get them from Sally's Beauty Supply. This mandrel is one of my favorites. I don't use it anymore because I don't use any more sanding bags at all with any of my clients. So this one comes off. So there's no need for you to use nippers to nip anything off. You can slide it right on and it pops right on. Use it on the nail, on the natural nail, or a higher coarse ones you can use on artificial nails, and you can push it a little bit down, twist off the top, and it comes right off. And it slides the sanding bag off without you having to make too much of an effort to sit there nipping, taking them off, or spending a ton of money on the different kind of mandrels as well. This is a diamond bit sanding band, so it's literally the same thing as what is next to it, the regular sanding band. The only difference is that this is reusable, so you can sanitize it and clean it and reuse it, and it is specifically made for this mandrel. I got both of these from ericasata.com and it works amazing. It's very soft on the skin and soft on the nail. As long as you use a low speed, you can use on the natural nail and clean it off, so you can use it a lot more than one time and tossing it. And I just think it's a lot nicer and it's less damaging, and it does not heat on the nail. So if you like using sanding bags, this will be great because it doesn't heat up or give any spikes. Next, we will be talking about the Smooth Tapered Barrel. It's a medium grit. I got this from ericasata.com. I got them in sets because it was a good deal and they are amazing. I specifically used these bits only to clean off the cuticle area after I put acrylic or gel, anything like that. I don't use it on the natural nail, and I don't use it to remove no chip because it tends to get stuck in the crease of the barrel bits. So I just mainly use it to clean off, make the cuticle area thinner, and it is a safety bit, so it's easy to not hurt the client. This one is a medium grip safety bit. I got this from todagusa.com. I am probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's okay. I have the link down below as well. This one I use to remove gel polish from acrylic nails or gel nails. It works really great. It's easy to use and it is a safety bit, so it doesn't damage the skin if I get close to the cuticle. Next is the Corse Grit Safety and Regular Bit. So on the left side, as you're watching the video, it is your left, is a safety bit one, which is rounded at the top, so I can't use it towards the cuticle. And the one I'm holding upwards is a flat top, so you can cut easily on your client. So you have to just be very, very careful. I use these to remove any acrylic and gel product before removing it by soaking it off. These are the Magic Wand and Tapered Bit. These are both coarse bits, so these are used to remove a big amount of acrylic or gels, just like the previous ones, but these are in a cone shape, so they are easier to get around the nail. I do not use these anymore because they tend to slide off and be very slick because they are so thin, so I feel that I would hurt my client more often, so I don't really use them. The pink one, the Magic one from Y.E.D Couture, I do use on clients with extremely long nails because it saves me time. I'm just very extremely careful. These two are Pedicure Callus Bits. These remove callus from a client's foot. These are very easy to use. They are made out of diamond bits. I'm sorry, I totally forgot for a second. I don't have a link for these because I don't remember where I got them. I got them anywhere from 4 to 5 years ago, but if you just type in Pedicure Callus Bits, a whole ton of different shapes and sizes and grits come out. This one is called Football Shaped Medium Grit Bit. It's shaped sort of like a football. This is supposed to remove a lot of the product off the nail. I find it to be very uneven and it just leaves so many ridges in the nail because it is shaped like a football. It does not work well with the shape of a natural nail or just a general nail. The next ones I'm showing you, I got these from eBay about 5 years ago. I have not used them. I don't recommend them. They're not great quality. They do not have a brand name. So if there's some similar ones that are brand name, maybe those are great, but these are very cheaply made and they leave a bunch of ridges and damage the nail. So these are all my tips and everything I can think of that I can help you guys with. I really hope you got something out of this, or at least it helped you decide on what kind of bits to use. Remember, it is not the bits or the drill that damage the nail. It is the untrained nail technician that damages your nail. So just make sure you practice on yourself, you practice on others before you start taking in clients, because you want to make sure you don't damage their nails and that you learn as much as you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below if you have any questions, like my video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hope to bring more cool videos like this. Thanks guys.